It's out of Moorhead, Kentucky. A man has been arrested and charged with the murder of a woman and her teenage daughter. Court TV field reporter Cody Thomas is here with us. He's looked into it, and well, what'd you find out? This is a heartbreaker.
It's quite the brutal, strangest case, one of the strangest cases I've ever seen, Ted. Great to see you here tonight. And just a twisted story that still has questions left unanswered. 44-year-old Joshua Cottrell is charged with 2 counts of murder and 1 count of tampering with physical evidence in the double murder of 37-year-old Kayla Blake and her 13-year-old daughter, Kennedi. Cottrell was arrested last Friday at a hospital nearly 5 hours away from Rowan County where the murders took place. Now, according to the arrest warrant, law enforcement officials say they found him with blood on his clothes. Now, you're looking at pictures of Kayla and Kennedi taken from Kayla's Facebook page. The mother and daughter were found dead in their home in Moorhead, Kentucky last week after Kayla's co-worker conducted a welfare check when she didn't show up for work. Now, a complaint warrant reports emergency workers found Blake's body in a back bedroom, and she appeared to be, quote, stabbed and bludgeoned to death. And Kennedi was found across the hall, found dead, and she had also been stabbed. Now, this photo here was also taken from Facebook and shows Kayla Blake and Joshua Cottrell posed together. Now, authorities have not said how Cottrell officially knew the victims, but it has been reported that he and Kayla were dating at the time of the murders. Now, some neighbors also weighed in on this violent crime. Take a listen.
I'm very glad to know that he's off the street, knowing that he's caught. I was a little bit worried whenever I heard that he wasn't off the street.
What would put him in the mind to do something like that?
The pastor said, don't let evil overtake you.
Now, this plot continues to thicken because this is not the first time Joshua Cottrell has killed someone. In 2005, he was sentenced to 17 years in prison for the 2003 killing of 36-year-old Richie Phillips. Now, when he went to trial, he was accused of murdering Phillips in a motel room, stuffing his body in a suitcase, and dumping it in the Rough River Lake in Breckinridge County. That's also in Kentucky. Now, the body was found 8 days after Phillips's family reported him missing. Now, Cottrell told jurors that he killed the man in self-defense, saying he was scared Phillips was going to rape him. Now, the jury ended up convicting him of the lesser charge of second-degree manslaughter, along with theft and evidence tampering, and he was sentenced to 20 years but was released after 17 years in March of 2019. And as far as this case goes, Ted, Cottrell is scheduled to be arraigned on Monday, September 29th.
Yeah, well, we'll get more information as this case moves forward, and we'll be watching it. But you see the pictures of the little girl and the mom. You don't, and then you see the mom with that guy, and it's a little bit like,
yeah, it looks like the Joker or something,
right,
like a walking red flag, if you ask me.
Absolutely. Cody Thomas, thank you. As always, let's bring the tank back. Lori Brody, Stacey Honowitz, and Ali Benevento. Stacey, to you first on this one. What's your first take with, we have a lot of information yet to come?
I mean, what do you say? It's disgusting. It's horrific. It's heinous. It's every adjective that you can imagine. And you wonder if she even knew, because there are some things written in the press that they were obviously friends, but then it turns into, were they dating? Did they have some kind of relationship? Did she even know that he had done 17 years in prison for a prior manslaughter, a horrific case back then? And so, like you said, Ted, we're going to have to wait and see what comes out, what the evidence is. He showed up. He's in the hospital with blood on him, and they have probable cause to believe that he is, in fact, the person that murdered the 2 of them. But we're going to have to wait and see what how the evidence pans out.
Yeah, and face tattoos doesn't mean you're a horror. I'm a huge Post Malone fan, so it doesn't mean you're a homicidal maniac. But Ali, it is a bit jarring to see that mom and daughter and him together, and the fact that that photo is out there, whatever their relationship is, clearly it was targeted.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't look like an accountant. Yes, that's true. But, this is brutal. This is awful. It's a lot of things. But also, based on what we've heard about his history, maybe kind of predictable. His past crime was horrific and had some pretty gruesome details to it. And so, yeah, I wonder, what was their relationship and what, if anything, did she know about his past?
Yeah, and Lori, to that point, if you meet someone yeah, you can find things out, but you know, maybe just a quick Google search of him doesn't bring up his prior convictions, depending on the state and what year. She may not have known.
No, she may not have. You know, we're living in a digital online dating age, and records are there to be found if you know where to look and if you take the time to actually look. There are support Facebook pages, like I think they're called Are We Dating the Same Guy? There's all kinds of things out there that can protect you, and they're valuable resources, but you have to take the initiative to actually look instead of just trusting your gut, because sometimes your gut is wrong.
Stacey, as this moves forward, the state is going to have to, they're pursuing this, obviously, the fullest extent. I'm trying to think, does Kentucky have the death penalty? I don't know the answer to that.
Kentucky does not have the death penalty. I don't believe it does.
So that's off the table. I mean, he's the top charge, you know, he's going to face a double murder charge, it sounds like. And if he has blood on him, we don't know any other details, but just that fact in itself seems as though they have a case.
Well, yeah, I mean, certainly that's prime evidence when he's at a hospital and he's got blood on him and it's not his own blood, you know what I mean? Or it could be a mixture of his blood if they were fighting back. But, you know, Ted, in these cases, the police, because this is a press case, and it's been out there, you know, not all the details are going to be released right away. And so this investigation and what we know the state has, we might never know until this actually goes to trial. But as you said, yes, him having blood on him, he's with them, he has a relationship with her. Certainly that's prime evidence that the state's going to use.
Alice, these people in my ear tell me Kentucky does have the death penalty.
I didn't think they. I'm sorry, I didn't think they
No
did.
worries. If it is on the table, this does seem like a case that might end up that way. Allie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
Oh,
said
that's all right.
Lori. Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I can't think of anything, I mean, other than what he did last time, I can't think of anything worse. I mean, it's horrific. Mom and daughter, just the manner in which it seems like they were killed. And then also the fact that he has a prior record and not just petty theft or a DUI from back in the day, that he has previously been convicted of killing somebody in a horrific and violent way. I think absolutely if it's on the table and it's available, I think especially in the environment right now where we are seeing the death penalty being pursued more, I wouldn't count it out.
Yeah, especially with a child as one of the victims as well. Thank you, everybody, for your valuable time on this Thursday night. Lori Murray, Stacey Honowitz, and Allie Benevento. They'll be back soon, I'm sure.